Hey there, folks. So it's actually a back-to-back recording for the last episode, just because I had some time. But last episode, we went through and we sorted out our inventory system so that we had the ability to use an item from our inventory and also to drop an item from our inventory. This episode, I want to go through and figure out how to set it up so that you can't do things like use the log that's in your inventory because it's not something you consume. Also, I want to add in some variety to the text that's displayed on the use button. So we're going to start in our uItem base, and I'm going to grab this top one just because it's got the shortest tooltip for the U property. The bottom here, we're going to F text, use text, and then Boolean B is usable. And this is going to default to false, and I want that just because that is a safety net to protect from basically forgetting to fix items. And then what was the other one? There was a FUI item data. We need to expand this. So I'm going to just grab this top one. F text, use text, and Boolean be usable. And again, because we have this one here, which is our basically auto constructor, I like to call them, we're going to populate this as well. So we want const f text, use text, not a pointer reference, use, I'm going to do this lowercase, use text, and const bool or reference usable. Now this is going to break code elsewhere, but we're doing that on purpose because we need to go fix that. So that was after description. Use text with an uppercase U equals use text with a lowercase, and be usable equals lowercase usable. All right. Okay, so that's that one. Now this breaks, which is the whole purpose of that. So it's going to be use text. And apparently I capitalized the S in there, which I don't want to do, so we're going to fix that. And then B is usable. And we're going to use that within our UI to sort things out there. So now the other thing, actually, no, I'll leave that first person, third person issue I had until towards the end. Let's fix our tooltips though. Label for the use button is item usable. Simple as that. All right, so we're gonna compile and build this one. Now, because of source control, this is probably going to take a little bit. So I will be back as soon as this is live and we're in the editor. All right, we're back in the editor now. So let's take a look to see some of this information that we got coming through. So just quickly, we added in the use text and the is usable. So we're going to open up our inventory widget. oh, sorry, inventory item widget. And we're going to use button text and make name the text for that. We're going to make that a variable. I'm going to compile that just to make sure. And then up here on our event construct, we are going to use button text, set text, and just drag over our use text. And then our use button, we are going to drag, actually, branch quickly. We're going to branch off this quickly. And that auto connects to the true, which is what we want. And we're going to use the usable value. And yes, this gets really messy and really spaghettified, but you can clean it up with reroute nodes, or you can like copy this, move it wherever you need to. But enabled, I'm actually going to use the function for this, and visibility, set visibility hidden. And this is off the false. So we're going to compile this. We're going to save, close out of that, and actually I'm going to bring this over. I'm going to open up our project, fall, blueprints, items, junk items, log, pickup text, pickup, log, use text, error on this one. And we don't want it to be usable. We're going to compile and save that one. And then we're going to go back and our consumable, which is our mushroom. All right. And then is usable, we want to set that to true. So we're going to compile and save this. I'm going to move this content browser out of the way. And we're going to hop into, oh yeah, first person logic is still borked. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to pick up this, and we're going to go pick up a tree log first. Come on, pick up log. So inventory. So now you can see the log does not have a use button, and the unknown mushroom has an eat button. We'll drop that, and that caused some weird behavior. Did we launch a log into space? Yeah. We need to change that offset. So with that though, that has fixed those two issues with our inventory widgets. We are going to fix that offset that we just had though. And that is right here. And that's this multiplied by 10. I'm going to bump that up to 50. And then actually let's take a look at our first person perspective. What is our issue there? Auto possess, I bet. Auto activate equals false. Let's see if that is that the one. First person camera activate. We'll add that in there. And see if that fixes that issue. Okay, so we're going to build this. And actually, I was thinking about that. We are going to also cover timers to disable physics on our pickup actor after a set amount of time. So, going to that build, we're going to launch into the editor here. And TikTok. There we go. Now let's see, did that fix our first person issue? Oh, we're missing all of our rotational information. Okay, let's close out of that. Actually, yeah, and I'm going to say project settings, or is it editor? I think it's editor. Yeah, it's not project settings then, it's editor settings. Editor preferences. Live, enable live coding, turn that off. Now that won't take effect until the next time, I believe. Yeah. So, and the reason for that is I've just found I've been having a lot of issues with the live coding where it doesn't pick up changes. So I've turned that off. That is a personal preference for you. If you want to use it, you can. If you don't, that's fine. And then that, where's toggle perspective? We want to... These are the ones we want. We want them all to be true. Okay. And they're all false. That's why we're having those weird behaviors. True. True. And true. Oh, come on. I didn't change that much that you should be taking this long. All right, let's see if that fixed our camera issue there. All right, so quickly hop in there. Sorry. In my own little world there for a second. Okay, let's switch this Chrono Manager back to something that's a little longer. Okay, that is working correctly there. That is working correctly there. That is one of our random actors, like that one. Okay, let's go back to first person. Mushroom. Mushroom. Let us pick up some logs. So this is also following the logic that I had set up where the most recent item is at the top of the list, and that's to simulate sort of just throwing things in your backpack. So we can drop that, and there you go, it's dropping at our feet and then causing some really weird physics behavior because we're standing on it. Yeah. And that's the issue with the simulate physics, leaving it on. You're going to get some really weird behavior like this. So that is the next thing we're going to work on. So we're going to close out of the editor. Yes, we're going to save that for a 25-minute day. Let me close out of all of these. Inventory component. We just want to leave our pickup actor. So timers are a bit of a weird one. They use handles, and they're much in the way similar way of a delegate. So U function void stop physics. Create that one. World mesh physics Set simulate physics false. No, okay. Oh, IntelliSense, I hate you sometimes. Set simulate physics false. Okay, so that is our function that we're going to be calling back to. And we'll be using that when we use our timer. Now, are these... auto included? I can never remember. F timer handle. Yeah. Pointer? No. Yeah, no. Physics timer. And then actually we want no, because we don't want that to be instance editable. We want it just flat. So we're going to leave that as is. So what we're going to do is in our begin play, which we don't have. All right, so pickup actor base derives from TF actor. TF actor has a begin play. So we need an override. Virtual void begin actor begin play override. That's protected. We don't have that yet. All right, so begin play. And pickup actors should have begin play called both in normal runtimes, like when you're playing editor, it should start right away, and also when they're spawned in, begin play should be hitting. So get world, get timer manager. This is when I think that changed. Set timer. And we need in here physics timer. And then it's a TF pickup actor. Oh, sorry, no. We need a reference to the actor we're calling this on. This TF actor base stop physics. How long do we want the delay? So I'm going to say 2 seconds, and we do not want this to be looping. So what this should do is 2 seconds after the actor is spawned, it should stop physics. So let's try this. And we don't need parameters or anything. This is just literally 2 seconds after we're done. Actually, nope, I'm going to stop that because we want to also clear that from. So what we're going to do down here, actually, after it's called, is we are going to go back to get world, get timer manager, no, what is the difference between these? Clear timer, clears the previously set timer, we can pass on the handle, identical to set timer. Invalidates timer handles shall not be used. Clears all timers about function on the given object. We just want clear timer, physics timer. And the reason we're doing this specifically is if for whatever reason we are we derive a new class from the pickup actor and we have a different timer, we don't want to clear all timers. We only want to stop that physics timer from being relevant. So, okay, we'll try this again. I'm going to click build on that. And let's see, how long are you going to take? Not too long at all. Build successful. So let's launch into the editor. And this is going to be really easy to test. Actually, I'll throw a breakpoint there just in case, but those logs that spawn from the tree, they should stop 2 seconds after they spawn. Now, you may want to tweak that value 2.5, 3, 4, 5. That is going to be down to the preference for your game. Why are you being slow? right, there we go. So, and I'm specifically testing this with the trees because there's 2 physics objects there. So 1/1000, 2, and there we go. So I think that was actually called twice. So we may need to, yeah. Afterwards, it's fine. But we're going to want to leave that at a longer value. 2 seconds is not long enough. And apparently that has broken pickup. Let's take a look at that. Player character. Okay, execute, interact. Okay, so it's F. Let's drop out of this one. Continue. Add item to top is now not working. So we'll take a look at that. Item is valid. Item weight is 25. Over carry weight. Okay. Do we have items in our inventory? Okay, so let's try go from this. What? There's nothing in our inventory. So, okay. Inventory is over carry weight. And these are some of the weird issues you can find when you're when you're making changes. Something as simple as adding a timer. And now it's being horribly unresponsive. So, pickup log. Come on, hit my... There we go. Okay. Okay, so inventory item is valid. We have our inventory component. Yep. Oh, I know exactly why. We're not adjusting our carry weight here. So, let's fix that. What do we call that one? Inventory current weight. Okay, so what we're doing here is we've dropped an item, so we're lowering our weight. And that should drop our weight down to 0. I'm still trying to figure out why we had items in our inventory and weight in our inventory, but this might be it. Use item. How do we want to do that here? Actually, yeah. Current weight minus equals. No, actually, that's going to be not how we want here. Do we have a single item weight? We have get stack weight, get item weight. Okay. So current weight minus equals get item weight. Okay, so that should hopefully fix these issues. So let's try and build and see if that does fix the problem. And this leads to where things like that, unable to pick up the item because we're overweight, that's where you'd want to like maybe display an on-screen message to the player to let them know. Things like that. So, all right, let's see if this fixes the issue though. Actually, I'm going to pick up it's also an easy way to keep track of that. So come on, editor. So character and our inventory component, current weight and current contents. So let's go check this out. Okay, so this isn't working. Yeah, so you can see we have 2 items in our inventory, but that log is still there. Get that breakpoint at 3, 4. Obviously won't let us add any more. Drop, 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 drop. Close out of our inventory. Okay, so for some reason, adding that timer didn't let us break out of it. So UE5 C++ can't destroy actor with timer. Basically, I created a timer. When this ends, it destroys actor. However, when the secures actor disappears, but the camera stays static. No, that's about the player. Okay, that is weird that timer has broken the ability to destroy the actor. So I'm just adding some logging in here. I can't remember which one it is. Okay, it is quite simply that G engine. That one there. 0 F color red. Oh, time to display 10. Alright, live code doesn't work, so let's stop debugging. It's weird that the timer would cause that. So I'm just Googling on the side while it's loaded. Come on. All right. Pickup actor flagged as indestructible. It's got to be something with that timer manager. Get world. Get timer manager. I'm gonna just try this one, see if that makes a difference, because that is making no sense. Because that to me tells me the object isn't being allowed to be cleared because it's still being referenced in the timer manager. Oh, apparently there is 2 time managers. Let's see if that fixes it though. No, it's still being marked as indestructible. This is weird. So these are one of those weird quirks that you're going to find from time to time with Unreal. Um, I personally, actually, I'm going to stop that because that didn't fix the issue. So I don't want to leave that as a potential oddity further down the line. Um, you're going to find some weird behavior like this. Like the common sense approach to this would be this frees up the timer, but apparently not. So watch this. Physics timer dot invalidate is valid to string. Yeah. So I'm hoping the invalidate does what we need it to do. Okay. Over, drop, close our inventory. No. What the hell? Okay, so I just want to make sure that is the actual cause here. So we're going to close out of the editor. And begin play. We're not going to call that. Okay, let's see if this fixes it. Because if that's the case, then, well, we've got an issue with timers. Pick up, drop. Oh, I hit escape. Force a habit. Escape to close out of menus. Pick up, inventory, drop, inventory. So you can see here, it's still physics enabled. What? Why is that? All right, so what have I done? I think I might know what it is. It's not got what it needs to. Sorry, I was actually looking at my, for reference, my, let's see if I can pull this over so you can see just part of it. My source control, and it didn't have a U property, which made me think that might have been the issue, because garbage collection wouldn't allow that. A leftover timer to be sat there, or a timer handle. Oh, I hope this is the issue, because I don't like these complex problems when it it should be simple. Nope. And that's in. Okay, so it's still not. So let's comment these out. Just trying to think if there's anything else in. No, not it. See, I just wanted to use a callback, but I don't know if Unreal Engine lets you use callbacks. So, while I wait for this to build, I'll just quickly cover a couple of things. If this does not work, I'm going to end the episode. No, what do we got here? I'm still referencing that handle, aren't there? Physics timer. Yeah. So I was going to say, if this doesn't fix the issue, just removing that timer, then I'm going to end the episode, and next episode will be addressing this issue, because this is a problem. I'm either not doing it right or there is a bug somewhere. If it does fix the issue, then I'm still going to end the episode, and I'm going to investigate how to properly use timers, because obviously what I'm doing isn't working. So, and this will be one of those like frustrating, annoying episodes, but it is what it is. Okay, so pick that up, move you over, drop you, close it to the inventory. Still, what the hell? What have I done? Okay, so pick up actor base, set simulate physics. Added that logging. Okay, well, let's just undo everything I did. So I'm going to comment you out. No, not. Cancel. Going to comment you out. We're going to comment you out. And where's the error going to show up? It's at the top there. Comment you out. Because this all worked the last episode. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. And then I'm going to go bang my head against a wall if this doesn't work. So. This is one of the other reasons why I don't like live coding, is minor changes aren't minor changes, or aren't being treated, aren't causing a full recompile that might cause something like this. So I may have actually broke this last episode. And off it went flying over there. Okay, so it is something to do with what we added in this episode. So, let's just narrow it down. I got a feeling it might be the name of that function, actually. I know exactly what it is. Let me uncomment all of these commented out sections. And this is another tip. If you're ever running into an issue like this where you're banging your head against a problem and you're concerned it's the code you've added in, don't delete it. Comment it out. Because I'm pretty sure that is my issue. Now I'm going to be overconfident and we're going to... Well, I'm probably being overconfident. We're going to get in there and this isn't going to fix anything. Is that everything? But yeah, I'm pretty sure that because it wasn't registering it. If that's the case, I'm... I'm a little embarrassed, actually, that it took me that long. Yep, that was it. 100% that was it. Missing that super begin play because it wasn't registering the actor for proper garbage collection. So that is an example, folks, of why it is important to make sure whenever you are overriding parent, go to definition. No, not going to let me. Go to definition. Yeah. Well, anyways, when you're overriding core functions, so that's like your begin play, your on tick, virtual void end play, I believe is one of them. Actually, I'm not going to do it there. Yeah, end play. So basically, if you do super : you can see a bunch of functions in there. And if you're ever doing anything that's going to override one of these, make sure, and when I say override, like you're doing the begin play, virtual void, begin play, override. If you're ever doing a function that's overriding that, begin play right there. Make sure to include it, because there is, unless you're obviously somebody who's working with like deep engine modifications and stuff like that, you want to keep that base functionality in there. So that ultimately was my issue. So TF actor base. I just want to check something here because it's only 50 minutes. So go to definition. Current document, begin play. There is let's put the brace in there. Yeah, so right there, overridable natal event we can play for this actor. So if we go up to, where is it? Let's just go back. This is when we first got into the file. Go to definition of a U object. Void begin. Play. It's not in there. So it's an A actor component or A actor class, but either way, Sorry, I was going on a little exploratory mission there. So yeah, that is a prime example of how you can end up beating your head against a wall over something really simple, or as simple as, excuse me, I missed adding a super function call. So, as I was saying though, don't go through, I'm going to close this out, we don't need to be in the editor. Don't go through and rip out your code. Comment it out. Comment out everything you did. So, like, as you've seen, I commented out this function. I commented out begin play. I commented out everything. And what gave it away for me is I commented out begin play. Everything worked. I uncommented the begin play override and it broke. So that told me begin play was the problem. And that was the issue there. So, with that though, folks, I have beat my head against the wall on this one for enough now that I need to take a break. So, hopefully, this gave you some useful information. As always, thanks for watching. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I respond as quick as I can. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.